Hi guys, this is Ranjit, and in this video we'll be doing the unboxing and I'll give you my initial impressions of this OnePlus 13R. And it's just been 24 hours since I've been using this device with my primary SIM. So I'll also let you know what do I feel about this device and what are the things that I have noticed. And guys, this is a retail unit that I had purchased from Amazon, so I'll leave the link in the description. This is the box that it comes in. Of course, this is the device itself. We'll come back to it. And just says 13R over here. Nothing much at the back, and if I open it up like this, oops, this is one thing, and here the case was there. I have just taken out the case. As you can see, I'll keep this to the side for reference, and here we get the charger, and it's a type A to type C charger that we are getting in the box. And this is actually an 80-watt charger, not a 100-watt charger like earlier we used to get. And people are making a lot of hoopla about it, but I feel still the charging speeds are okay. Yes, it's not as fast as the earlier OnePlus devices that used to get fully charged in about 30 minutes. This will take you approximately about 45 minutes. It is coming with the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, which was the flagship processor that we have seen earlier, last year's flagship. And still, I would say it's an excellent processor. And here are all the specs. And this time, good thing, as I've told you, this base variant also comes with 12 gigabytes of RAM and 256 gigabytes storage. And this time, no shenanigans by OnePlus. It's UFS 4 storage that we are getting. Now, this one is having a bigger battery. That's a 6000 milliamp hour battery. Though it's a 6000 milliamp hour battery, the weight hasn't increased. I believe this is still 207 grams. So again, does not feel very heavy. Initial impressions, it feels pretty dense, I would say, but not super heavy. And again, as you can see, this is the blackish color that I got. Good thing is that the back is also glass, but here they did a little bit of cost cutting. It's Gorilla Glass 7i, not the Gorilla Glass Victus that he used to do. So certainly some cost cutting they are doing here. But again, this also does not attract any fingerprints. I would say that this case is supplied. So again, I don't know the big durability of Gorilla Glass 7i. They should have gone with Victus. So if you're purchasing this, just use the supplied case or something else, I would say will be better. They should have gone with the Gorilla Glass Victus 2 or even the Victus 1 in my frank opinion, because this Gorilla Glass 7i is generally used in a lot lower priced devices. Anyways, coming to the screen, this is something that I actually like. It's having a big 6.78 screen, and nice to see. Again, here they didn't do a lot of compromises. It's a LTPO screen, and again has that fast refresh rate. So again, that 120 hertz and all those things are there on this one. And again, in terms of fluidity, as you can see, it's very fluid. I did not feel any jankiness or anything like that. Left by default you have the Google Paint, but again underneath it's basically what do you say, Color OS, which is indirectly just a Color OS, I would say, a version of that. And if you do this, you get this shelf pane and all those things. And there is some bloatware. Again, as you can see, Xiaomi also has started adding their own app store. This OnePlus has also added app store like Xiaomi and FunTouch, etc. Again, this phone manager and all those things, I did not enable it. Themes and all those things are there. So again, these things are again there on this one. I also like the fact that in terms of hardware, this one also has IR blaster, and I did test it. In fact, the IR blaster works. I tested with atom bomb fans and it worked without any issues. Some people, I'm seeing comments mixed, but I'm liking this flat design. It's completely flat. This is very similar to the S25 Ultra. Again, as you can see, this is also completely flat design, and you get used to it, I would say, very quickly. And I'm liking the flat design because even I was using the iPhone 16 Pro earlier, and this also sort of flat design, and so no problem. Only nitpicking again I have is fingerprint. Again, as you can see, it's optical and not ultrasonic, but I don't mind it because it's fast. But again, if you notice the location, it's here at the bottom. Naturally your hand tries to come over here, but it's here. Again, you will get used to it in next 3-4 days. So that's what it is. Screen, again, I'm very happy with the screen. And again, here I'm happy to say that as this is the OnePlus 13 series, OnePlus has made a statement that all their OnePlus 13 series are, warranted for that green screen issue, lifetime warranty or something they were saying. So if you have that green screen issue also in the future, this is covered in warranty. So that's a very good move, I would say, that OnePlus has done. And other, Android manufacturers and even iPhone should actually do that. Again, in terms of UI, if you notice, you get your notifications over here. You can bring this up and all these things like that. So in terms of the UI, I would say UI is good. I did not feel any jankiness or anything like that. And if you go under the hood again, very similar that you're getting. Also in terms of Wi-Fi, I have Wi-Fi 6. This is technically supporting Wi-Fi 7. I don't have a Wi-Fi 7 router, but I have a Wi-Fi 6 router, and I tested both on 5 gigahertz and even 2.4 gigahertz. I did not have any problem. Again, regarding calls also, I'm using it with my Airtel SIM, and I did not have any issues. The earpiece is clear and it's pretty good. And if we talk about the OS and all those things on this one, as I've told you, this is the 256 gigabyte variant that you're getting, and after installing all the apps and everything, also you have ample storage. Again, the processor is the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, and out of the box, this Oxygen OS 15 is nothing but Android 15. And there was an update. Oh, there was one more update came. Oh, yesterday a 900 MB update came, and today also one more update came. So yeah, nice to see. They're pushing out updates like crazy. And again, you have that virtual RAM also. I did not disable it, but 12 plus 12 that you are getting. I generally don't like this RAM expansion, but this was the default setup that you're getting. Now the further testing, I will do it without the RAM expansion. Also, good thing is that out of the box you're getting Android 15, and this smartphone will get next 4 OS upgrades, so till Android 19, and 5 years of security upgrade. Yes, it's not as good as Samsung or Pixel, but I feel considering the price point of this one, 4 years of OS upgrade is good enough. Also, this does support Dolby Vision, etc. For example, if I open up some app or whatever, let's say this Pushpa 2, again, as you can see, it does support Dolby Vision and also spatial audio. Now coming to audio, again, let me actually give you an idea. And as you can see, this is at actually 60%, and at even 60% it's actually very loud. But if I start increasing the volume, this is at 100%. It actually gets very loud, but the thing is that the clarity goes for a toss, because what it does is it increases the treble tones quite a bit. That's why it can get a little bit jarring on the, what do you say. So I would say at 60% volume, it is adequately loud. But again, if you increase the loudness some more, again, it gets quite shrill, and also the depth, that is, we call that bass, is also a little bit less. The haptic motors are, I would say, toned down compared to the OnePlus flagships. Definitely, I would say, because I had used the OnePlus 12 last year, and haptics are okay. I would say it's not bad or something. Within the OS, you have it even in brightness if you feel that. But the haptic strength is not super strong. That is what I have felt. Don't get me wrong, it's not bad, but again, if you're expecting that great haptic feedback, generally we get with the, what do you say, OnePlus or even Oppo high-end devices, that is muted down. Now coming to battery life, again, it's too early to talk about the battery life because I've used it just for 24 hours, but let me give you the stats what I'm getting. Right now it's at 44%. I had charged it to 100% yesterday, and we used about 5 hours 25 minutes, and since about close to about 23 hours 26 minutes. So I would say the battery life is good, I would say, but again, I was expecting even more. And guys, this is with single SIM usage, not super heavy like gaming, etc. I haven't done, just regular light kind of usage, as you can see, some cameras, YouTube, Twitter, and just browsing, etc. Gaming I did not do. So this is the battery life I'm getting. I was expecting slightly more considering it has a 6000 milliamp hour battery, but definitely I would say battery life should be actually good, and you should easily be able to get anywhere from 7.5 to 8.5 hours of SOT with a slightly over 1 day of usage, I would say. Charging with the 80-watt charger, it charges fully in slightly above 45 minutes, about 46-ish minutes, it was fully charged. So that's regarding the charging. Now let's move to the camera, and here I feel OnePlus compromised quite a bit. Again, this is the flash, so they are triple camera setup it has, and the main camera is a 50 megapixel, which is actually a Sony sensor. This has OIS, and again, we also have a 50 megapixel, that is 2x zoom, and we have the ultra wide, but that's sadly just 8 megapixel. The front facing camera is a 16 megapixel shooter, and let me actually show you the camera samples now. Let's start with some outdoor shots. As you can see, this is 1x and this was in portrait mode, which it uses 2x, and this is the regular 2x. With the primary camera also, you can get that natural background blur because of that f1.8 aperture. This is again with the main regular lens, and this was with ultra wide. Again, one more example, regular lens, and this is with ultra wide. And again, this is in artificial lighting main lens, but in artificial lighting with the ultra wide, as you can see, colors get messed up. The 2x has macro capability. This was taken with the 2x. This was taken with the main lens, which just blurs if you go very close. Now in indoor lighting, and this was taken with the main lens, and now I use the 2x lens, which has better macro capabilities. Selfie taken with the strong backlight coming from the background, and this is with the portrait mode, and I feel it did actually a lot better job than I expected. Now pics taken in shadowed area, and I feel the front facing camera is doing a pretty good job. And here I enable the portrait bokeh mode, and here also I feel the portrait mode does a good job with the front camera. So this sample I'm recording with the front facing camera of this OnePlus 13R, and for some reason they have restricted the video recording to 1080p 30p. 4K they have disabled it, which is a very silly move because this processor can easily record 4K even at 60 fps. And the sad part is the 1080p recording is capped to 30 fps, not even 60 fps. So I feel this is unnecessary, what do you say, degradation on this one, just to make the people move to the OnePlus 13. But anyways, this is the video recording quality that you're getting with the front facing camera. Okay, now I'm recording the video at 4K at 30 fps, and you can go to 4K with the rear facing camera. And I'm just going to walk down the steps to give you an idea how is the stabilization. I'm just climbing down the steps, so at least in the preview the stabilization is okay even at 4K. But the thing is that it also shows 2x, but it is just cropping the main lens. It's not going to the 2x, and also you can't go to the ultra wide if you're shooting video at 4K because ultra wide is also restricted. In video I'm noticing a little bit of focus hunting. As you can see, this shouldn't happen actually. I'm just moving around sometimes, closer object. The camera is having a little bit of focus hunting, as you can see. So definitely in terms of camera, I feel intentionally they have gimped it a little bit so that it does not compete with the regular OnePlus 13, which cost almost 25,000 rupees more. I feel some of the artificial limitations like no 4K in the front facing camera, or no 4K with the ultra wide, or even that 2x zoom that you do proper with, it does not use that 4K camera. So these are some of the things that I did not like about it. Camera, definitely I would say the camera is okay. It's not super good, not bad. I felt that the camera was okay. But again, if you are a person for whom the camera is your highest priority, there are definitely shortcuts that OnePlus has done with this 13R. So to summarize, I would say some of the things that I did not like, and some of the shortcuts, no Gorilla Glass Victus 2, Corning Gorilla Glass 7i is definitely a downgrade, I feel, in my frank opinion. That's why I am telling you to use it with the case. Only 1080p video recording with the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. Are you guys joking? Seriously? And next, that again, now as I've told you, this has become what do you say, Oppo device indirectly. It's ColorOS. Again, you're getting quite a bit of extra bloatware also with this one. But again, within the UI and etc., it did not push a lot of things. Initially, it did push me to update its app via its app store, but I declined it. And afterwards, past 24 hours, it did not push me a lot of what is stuff here in the notification. So I would say this is a cleaner version of ColorOS, and this is for people who use PD chargers to charge their phone. For example, most of the modern laptops actually come with a Type-C charger. That's a PD charger. But I noticed that this smartphone charges very slowly with the PD charger. I have a PD charger. Generally, I test all my phones, most of the phones with that PD charger, and they generally charge pretty fast. They can go about 35, 40 watts or something. But this one was pulling only 17 to a max of 18 watts with the PD charger. charger. So if you are going to use your laptop charger, if you're traveling, etc., you don't want to carry two chargers, remember that it will take a long time if you are using the PD charger. And I frankly feel OnePlus is trying to push the OnePlus 13 with some of the artificial limitations that they have done with this device, and I feel that's a very silly move on OnePlus part. But definitely, if camera is not your super highest concern, still I would say this is a pretty good device, because you're getting the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, which is a very good and fast processor, and you are able to get this smartphone less than 40k, which I feel is still a good deal. Again guys, it's been just 24 hours since I've been testing this device. I will definitely be testing this device a lot more for the next couple of days, so do let me know what anything specific you guys want me to test out. I'll do that and then I'll post my review. Anyways guys, if you guys are still not subscribed to this YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button, and thank you guys for watching. This is Ranjit, and I hope to see you in my next video. Take care guys.